And we are back with another episode of El Sampler Pod. This is your boy JJ, and we got Javi right over here. Yes, it is daylight. It is currently 6 o'clock in the afternoon right over here. About 5 o'clock over there.
Yeah, basically.
Right?
Yeah.
I got something in the oven. So guys, if I just leave, Javi's gonna take care of the rest for a couple seconds. But anyways, we're gonna be coming to you guys.
Hopefully, don't burn yourself.
If you hear it, ow! Also, if you hear a bunch of sounds in my background, it's my kids. They're upstairs. So yeah. But anyways, we're gonna be coming to you guys with the Bloodline situation. What we speculate from what's gonna happen with the Bloodline, which just seems like it's good. Every time that I see the past couple of weeks, I've been just slowly every time I just shed a tear, bro. It's just
but it's good. It's been a slow burn. I like what they've done.
I'm happy. I'm happy that it's not taking.
We'll go in depth a little bit in a little bit, but I really like what they're doing. First and foremost, I mean, I have to congratulate Triple H for doing the basic thing that they had to do with the story, which was pull Cody Rhodes away from the damn story. Because I think that was the first thing. Now he's doing his thing with KO and Randy, so they have their own little thing going on. Gunther's already, so Cody's already being distracted by other things, not the Bloodline, which I'm happy about because I was sick and tired of seeing Cody just randomly pop up for whatever reason.
Bro, I am happy about it too because it just seemed like he was just always there. It's like, bro, like, this is none of your beeswax.
Yeah, this story's bigger than the championship. Has nothing to do with that. It's way bigger than that. So we shouldn't even be. This shouldn't even. He should. There's no reason why he should be involved.
I mean, realistically, like right now with Cody Rhodes, he came out on Friday, and didn't he come out like half? Like they. I don't remember if his intro popped up, his music. Did they go to commercials? I don't remember. But the point is that either way, he's not getting a pop compared to like the things that are happening with the Bloodline with Jimmy and Roman right now. So his pop
it's still the big story. They're going back to what they used to do with that where everything
the Roman the Bloodline storyline was the main thing.
Yes, it starts and it ends with the Bloodline. So you're always going to have 3 sections in the show where you're going to have the Bloodline involved.
Yes. And I was happy with it, but anyways, enough about Cody Rhodes. Who cares? KO is going to take care of it.
I had to get it on my chest because I'm happy about that. Yeah. It's kind of it's what we wanted all along.
Kevin Owens said like, "Oh, why I'm not here? Why? Because of your little golden boy." So I loved it.
That was good. His promo was on point. Like I was like,
it was good.
Cook, bro.
I see no lies here. I see no lies here.
So bro, he was cooking. I'm so happy. That was great.
But anyways, going into the Jimmy Uso. We're gonna rewind a little bit to Monday Night Raw because Jimmy Uso popped up on Monday Night Raw, and he popped up on Jey Uso trying to talk to him. Like, hey man, like, you know what I mean? Like, you couldn't go into depth because Jey just keeps ignoring him. He's like, yo, I don't want anything to do with you. He's still mad. Like, realistically, he's still upset about the whole situation that happened before. But anyway, so then fast forward into Friday Night SmackDown. Then you have Solo coming out talking that smack, saying that he was going to get acknowledged by Roman Reigns in order for everything to end, blah, blah, blah. That apparently he is the tribal chief, quote unquote. Nah. So, yeah. So then fast forward, we go on to probably the... I'm sorry.
Actually, no.
I apologize. Jey Uso came out. That was big because I was not expecting it, and probably nobody in the stadium was expecting that.
Well, people wanted him to show up because they were already talking. They were already doing yeet, yeet before he came out. Yeah. So they didn't know he was going to be there because that's not his show. But then when he came out, bro, the pop was insane. Like, his pop is crazy. Like,
it's a different type of pop compared to like. Whenever you compare it to like Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes, you know what I mean? Whenever you compare it to Roman Reigns or The Rock, let's put it in better perspective. It's a different type of.
Yeah, like, that's cool.
Yeah.
With Jey,
Yeah.
it's like it's gonna be fun. Like, yeah, let's go,
Yeah.
kind of deal.
Yeah.
It's what
So-
Cody should be getting, but he doesn't.
Fox.
Sorry.
But so then he comes out and he pretty much tells him like, hey, like, don't do this. Like, we shouldn't be doing this. Like, realistically, like, you should be done with this. Like, you're doing it wrong, little brother. And then Solo was like, don't call me your little brother, because I'm not your little brother anymore. I'm your tribal chief. Acknowledge me.
Yeah, fell flat on his face, which is not very good. But I get where they're going. He got the message across. The part that I did love was Jey when all of a sudden when Jacob was mean mugging him, and he's like,
No.
hey,
Hold out. Because he was like, he said that, hey, like, everything was cool. Why'd you have to get them involved?
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah,
was
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about the Tongans and Jacob. He
Jacob.
said that we're supposed to be away from them.
From him. There's a reason why we didn't bring him in. That was good. So it brings
So I was
realism
like-
into the whole thing. I love it. I love it.
So I love that. But now, fast forward into the part that you said, and
Yeah.
whenever he's talking to Solo and things like that, and then he just says to Jacob, and if you keep looking at me like that, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah, I mean,
And
knock
I just
you out
said,
or something. That's what he said. Knock you
"Let's
out.
go."
I've never heard him talk like that before.
He
Like
said,
he would
"I'm
look
gonna knock your
serious
ass out."
because
He
he's
said, "I'm gonna
normally
knock your ass out."
yeah, well, not something like that. But the good thing is that he's normally like the fun guy. But
I'm fun, guy.
So he's normally just doing his thing. But this time he was just like serious. He's like
He
"I'm gonna whoop
went.
your ass."
Wait. Whenever you really think about it, he went back into his bloodline days. Like that's those couple seconds right there. He went back into the style that he used to cut his promos.
Honestly, I think more than his own style, I think he channeled more Jimmy's style. How Jimmy used to be, because Jimmy was always like a little more. Jey was also more intense, but was also the most intense. But Jimmy was a little more serious, where it's like, all right, like he's the one you don't want to mess with. Jey is kind of like not the very smart guy, but this time he was like, no, come on, stop it, like this is gonna end right now. This is gonna end.
Stop it.
Yeah, so I honestly love that. I also like I was texting you the other day that I do think that this established that Jey is on a higher level, and obviously it'll be established later on more than anything. It'll be solidified later on in the show. Yeah. But when he came in, it looked like he was a guy. I was like, oh, like this is the first time that I have genuinely seen Jey as a potential main eventer. Yeah, go ahead, go get your stuff. So that was, to me, that was the best part. I love that Jey is established as, in my opinion, he's probably the number one babyface in the company, not Cody Rhodes, because Cody Rhodes, and like we said a little earlier, and I'm almost tired. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Buns, they some hot buns.
Hey guys, you want JJ's buns? Get some buns. But yeah, man. Honestly, I really, like I said, I really liked it. I think that this whole storyline is right now. It's almost cooking. It seems like we're still getting a little bit of where we want to go. We're still trying to figure it out, because obviously later on Roman Reigns does get involved a little bit later. And by the way, one thing I was going to say about
ignore the kid's background. The kid's mess in the background.
Oh, that's fine. I thought you were going to say the
ignore the kids before I cut a promo like Kevin Owens on them.
No, but I like but the one thing is, now that I was going to talk about Roman Reigns a little bit, I love this version of Roman Reigns where he's not, where it's weird because it almost seems like he's lost a little bit of his power. It almost seems like, I don't know, like when you have a superhero, they whoop his ass or something, and then a few years go by and they find him. They're like, bro, we need you. All right, cool, I'm back.
Like
but he's little by little regaining his power. Like he's Jordan with the 45 right now. He's Jordan when he came back, right? He's not at the point where he takes up when in that Orlando game when he changes before the game he put the 23 on because they were making jokes about him, right? They were like, oh yeah, 45 is not 23. All right, bet. Next game, yeah, he didn't take off his warm ups or anything. Then when he took off the warm ups, they're like, oh shit.
Oh, that man changed. And if it would have been now, 2024, they would have ruined that. Because they would have been like, oh yeah, Michael Jordan changes number back to 23. It would have been breaking news. But anyways.
Exactly.
Anyways.
But I think this is almost the moment. Because remember, Solo's kind of attempting to roast Roman. And it's kind of like, all right, cool. All right, we're going to see. Just give me a little bit. He still doesn't have all the Infinity Stones back. Like he's trying to get them back. Like he already has Jimmy. Now he needs Jey. Yeah. Then he needs the wise man. Let's go. Once we have all those elements, then that's when he's really going to turn back. When he's going to go back.
It's going to go. But now going to fast forward. You had great points, but fast forward to whenever they pull up on the black SUV. You know how Roman always does. He always pulls up on that black Tahoe. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, right?
The Tahoe or Suburban, I don't know. Black label.
One of the others. One of them. Whatever. So, anyways, then they show up and then they bumping. You just hear some music, some heat coming out from the car. I mean, from the SUV. And then Jimmy opens the door and then the heat it's just like straight fire. But anyways, man, you have Jimmy cutting kind of like a small promo. And he's like, hey, man, I never heard of that Travis Scott song before. And then Roman, bro, I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was kind of goofy, like for real. He's like, that's because it hasn't come out yet.
Yeah. you know, hey, Roman is a dad. That's what Roman is. That's what a dad would say.
Yeah.
Because he's not the hood. Because you can see Jimmy just doing all the hood shit, Jey doing all this shit, and then Roman's like always proper. You know, he talks in proper English. He does everything the right way. Always, so I love the contrast. To me, it's hilarious.
He's trying to be a good civilian. That's what it is.
Exactly. He's a fun guy, too.
He's a fun guy. But going from there, then we have a moment where we're kind of like, they're both looking at something. And then Jimmy smiles and he's like, what do we have here? And then Jey pops up. And we have that confrontation between Jey and Roman. Can you imagine he pops up? And then Jimmy, I don't know. Yo, oh my God. I don't know if you noticed that Jimmy was trying to dap Jey up and Jey just left him hanging. I don't know if you noticed that. And that was probably on purpose. And they probably, like, after they cut the scene, they probably start cracking up about that. You know,
and they're like, just let it stay. Let it stay. Just let it.
Yeah. So then you had that moment, and then Jey just kept mugging Roman, and they just, you know what I mean, just looking at each other like. And then Jey was about to walk away, and then you had the moment that I never thought that was gonna happen so soon, that Roman grabbed him and grabbed his arm and stopped him. And you had that moment of silence, like, and you're just like, oh my God, what is he gonna say? You're just thinking in that very moment. Yeah, like, what is this man gonna say? I'm proud of you, bro. We all are. I literally was on my sofa, right, and then I got up and got to like maybe like 5 feet away from the TV. Because I was so shocked. I was like, "Oh my God, bro!" Like a tear. It's just like a proud dad moment. You know what I mean? Like, because
we're proud of you too, Jey. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of both of you guys. Because you would have never thought that Roman was gonna say that. Like, for real. You probably would have thought like, hey, I know Jimmy. I thought he was gonna say like, I know Jimmy was on Raw, but I just want to let you know that we don't need you. Or something like that. You know what I mean? Because he's still being hard-headed. So, but I'm proud that, like, I'm happy that it went that way.
But this is also a character progression for Roman Reigns into being a good guy. But I like that they're not making it corny. They're not making it corny. It's not like, because at first, yeah, well, and that's one thing I told you, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, that we're like, and we were actually kind of talking about a very similar scenario of how Roman's going to approach, because we said that Jimmy's not going to be able to convince Jey, right? It's going to have to be Roman. So
and
this
it seems
was
like
good.
Jey is still really mad at Roman.
Which makes sense. Which he even said it in the promo with Solo. He's like, if there's somebody that has some beef with Roman, it's me, not you. Which he's right. He's right. No, but he has a point, because he went through hell with Roman, not Solo. Solo was just there. Solo literally was just a passenger in the bus. So that was it. When you really look at it, he was Bronny James. But no, that's supposed to do one. That's supposed to do one. That's supposed to do one. But I really like that it wasn't like, hey Jey, could you please join us? Please, good sir, we need your help. No, it was like, all right, I'm proud of you. Kind of like just planting the seed. Like, all right, cool. We're looking eye to eye, instead of just being, I'm the tribal chief and you're just one of my minions, one of my guys. No, he's looking at him like eye to eye, like, proud of you, bro. Like,
that was great.
Respect.
Honestly,
respect.
Yeah,
respect.
That was awesome.
Yes.
And so fast forward, we get a backstage scene whenever they're in the locker room, which it was chef's kiss. Sorry, my Hispanicness.
Who's chef?
Chef's.
Drink your use.
It was chef's kiss.
Tell the chef to bring the use.
And remember how we said, I don't know if you remember, I don't know if it was over the phone or we were texting. We were like, man, I cannot wait for that moment that you have I was gonna say Remy and Roman. Jimmy and Roman. Bro, I don't know what's going on, man. Jimmy and Roman backstage, bro. Like, what the chemistry was gonna be, because you already know Jimmy back then, the chemistry was very funny, you know what I mean? And then Roman was like very serious, like that like you know what I mean? Like, yo, stop messing around. Kind of like me. Stop messing around, bro. Like, can you be serious for once? So yeah. So then whenever they're slowly just zooming out on Roman Reigns, and then he just kind of goes like this, and then you just see Jimmy going like this next to him, just staring at him. He's like, yo, what are you doing? Oh, my bad, man. I'm trying to relax you. I was just trying to act like the wise man. You know what I mean? Like,
there's only one wise. No, that was good. Little things. Those are things that make the story better. But like, there's only one.
They just keep planting the seeds, though, that we need the wise man.
But when he mentioned the wise man, he got a huge pop too.
Yeah,
I've heard that. That was really good. That was really good. But the other important thing about Jey joining is that obviously Jey is the key to Sammy.
Yes.
So, because remember, Sammy's not boys with any of them except for Jey, and he'll do anything for Jey.
Well, so realistically,
he's
like,
the key.
Whenever you really think about it, like, Sammy was
Jimmy's guy, because Jey hated him.
True.
First.
But realistically, like, he always saw the Bloodline as a family, even though even though he never said it. You know what I mean? Like, but he always saw it. Like, surprisingly, he became part of something so big in WWE history, but then he also turned it into like his own little family with the craziest way possible, even though it's like the cousin that's not related. He's just my cousin because I call him my cousin, you know what I mean? Because we've been together since little.
So wait a minute. So let me get this straight then. So that means Tangaloa is Sami Zayn?
No.
Okay.
No. It's more like Asdrubal. It's Sami Zayn. Sorry, no, I'll play. But yeah. So, like, you know what I mean? But I cannot wait for them to get back together. Like, and I love that they're doing it slowly. And pause. And let me just get that pause out the way. And then, but anyways, let's go ahead and fast forward to the main event before my kids come down here and start. But anyway. Main event, we have Roman cutting a promo like, hey man, things are not the same as before, blah blah blah, and then Solo comes in and
wait.
What?
Doing what you did. The segment where you had Roman and Jimmy sitting down, and then Roman's like, I'm going to fix this. And then Jimmy's like, how are you going to fix this? And he's like,
He said,
and I
"I'm
acknowledge
gonna
Solo. And it's like, whoa. I was like, where are we going with this? What's going to happen here?
I said, bro, Roman, you ain't doing that. Let's be real. You better not do that. It's more like it. Like, you better not kneel down. Mama ain't raised no beats, but yeah. Facts. So then you have Solo cutting the promo saying like, oh yeah, like I'm your tribal chief now because things are better with me, blah blah blah. And then he's like, things are not better with you. Like, I just want to fix this. How can we fix this? And then he's like, well, you have to acknowledge me or else. And then whenever Roman said, or else what? Like,
that was great.
I popped and I was like, he ain't no bit. Mama ain't raised no. He ain't raised no.
Exactly.
You know the word. You know the word. And I was like, yes. And bro, Solo is trying so hard to be like Roman. Like, he's literally trying to copy paste the bootleg version from ChatGPT of Roman Reigns.
He's when you order
to himself.
When you order a Roman Reigns figure on Temu, that's him. It's like
AliExpress, for real. So you're trying so hard to be Roman because he's doing the laughing. Like, I don't know if you noticed the laughing expression.
Yeah,
he's trying so hard, and he says, like, off the mic, he says the same things that Roman used to say.
Yeah, and obviously it is part of the gimmick. Like that, he's doing a good job in that sense. Like, it's not like he's
just a small fat version of Roman Reigns. That's all it is, with no hair. Facts. So then you have that, and then he snaps his fingers, and then apparently, just the same way that Roman used to do, and then his boys bring out Jimmy, all beat up, and then that's whenever Roman starts going off, and then unfortunately, to end the show, obviously Roman did say,
but he took out everybody.
You. I don't know if
he acknowledges him, but he does not acknowledge him as a tribal chief.
Correct. Different. Yes, that's a big difference. That is a big difference, and that's what Solo said. I want you to acknowledge me as the tribal chief. And
no,
Roman is like, nah, like, realistic. And then that's whenever at the end he was taking out everybody. Roman was taking out everybody, but the numbers game got to him because Jimmy got his ass whooped and he was laid to waste. And then they end the show with another ass whooping for them. So
yep. I thought that Jey was going to come out, but I'm glad that he didn't. Let it slow burn. Don't give us everything, because that's one thing that they did right with the Bloodline storyline the whole time. That's why I was able to last that long.
Slow.
It was
slow. Telenovela.
Yeah, it was little by little. All right, now we gotta watch next week to see what's going to happen. And now the good thing is they're intermingling the story in Raw also, because you have Jey over there. So some of that is already starting to go back to Raw, and now I think it'll get a little bit of interest, especially with the whole Judgment Day thing kind of, in my opinion, fizzling out a bit. I don't think that's going to go anywhere anytime soon. So you need another story to kind of take over and stretch it at least till Mania. So I think this is a really good way to do it. I think they're going to do an amazing job with this, especially now that and that's where you're going to have the Raw part, which is going to be once Jay's already back in, to try to convince Sammy. That's the next part.
Facts. And that's going to be beautiful. I can't wait for that moment. Now, the last question before we go. What do you think is going to happen next week?
Next week.
Give us a prediction. What do you
next week, question is Roman going to be there or not? Because supposedly he was going to be the rest of the year, but...
He's supposed to be there the rest of the year.
Yeah, because I wouldn't mind if he
Every
wasn't
Friday.
there. If he wasn't there this week, just so... One, to give him a little bit of a rest from seeing him on TV, to keep it special, but also because they just beat him up. So realistically,
sell the whooping.
Yeah, so they have to do something that they sell the whooping, because if not, I don't like that. Because then what's the purpose of whooping if he's just going to pop up like nothing ever happened, right? I know it's a week time, but come on, man. Like the whooping was bad.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I think
like Jimmy, for example. Matter of fact, I think Jimmy's not gonna pop up. I think it's gonna be Roman.
Possibly.
Because Jimmy was all bruised up and all that crap.
But the thing is, when isn't Crown Jewel not the next Saturday after that? So I think they're gonna have to build those stories a little bit more. Yeah,
but I don't think in Crown Jewel they're not gonna do anything with Crown Jewel.
No, I know, and that's why I don't think they're gonna have.
Oh, you mean like they're gonna build? Okay.
Yeah, because they have to give it at least 1 or 2 weeks to kind of build some stuff up, especially with Cody and Gunther. Even though they're both gonna be on Monday Night Raw, which nobody cares about. But
I was gonna go. By the way, I was gonna go to Monday Night Raw on I think it's on the 28th that they're coming to Hershey.
Oh, really?
And I'm just like, I don't know, bro. Like, number one, I'm gonna be watching from the nosebleeds, and then number two, do I really want to go to watching the Judgment Day? Like, no, I don't care about that. Like, if I would go, it would just mainly be for like Jey Uso and like.
Bro, if Roman shows up, you would regret. You're gonna call me drinking, and you don't drink. You're like, duh, I didn't see Roman. He was right here.
He was right here. I've seen him every time that he shows up. So hey, I got to keep that streak going.
Yeah.
But
I may go to the show in December over here. So
by the way, I forgot. I'm sorry to interrupt. I forgot. If whoever is going to the NXT Halloween Havoc on Sunday, I think it's next Sunday actually, in Hershey, at the Giant Center, I'll be there. So
let's go. And it's Everpod live from Hershey,
Javi, unfortunately, he's going to be a little bit too far, so he's not going to be able to make it. He couldn't take off from work. So,
no.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's fine. All right, man. So, all right. So, yeah, let's just see what's going to happen. Like, look, my predictions for next week, I think it's just going to be another promo and a little bit more progression. We might even see Jey finally accept to go back with Roman if they... because it's going to be like, hey, now it's almost like it's dire. Like we need your help. Look at what happened again. Like it just keeps on happening. So you can't have Roman get his ass whooped 2 weeks in a row and then nothing happened the third week. That's my only thing. I don't think he's going to do anything too crazy, but I think it's even if it doesn't lead to Jey coming back, but I think there may be some kind of back and forth between Jey and Roman and or Jimmy also. Like what the reasons are, because Jay's gonna say like, no, I don't want to join you. I mean, you've hurt me too much, whatever it is, and then Roman's gonna say like, okay, yeah, I understand, I get you. He may even apologize in Roman's own way, and say, hey, listen, I was just doing it for the family. Look at what you've been able to achieve on your own, and that's all I wanted all along.
Fox.
So now we're stronger.
What has Cody done? Has Cody elevated anybody? No.
Sorry.
But
yeah, man.
Professional.
So that's what I think is gonna happen. Just a little bit more progression. I don't think we're gonna have anything mind blowing unless it is Jey finally saying, "Okay, bet I saw what happened to you last week. We got to go whoop their asses." That's the only thing. But nothing physical, I think, is gonna happen. I don't think you can have the 3 weeks in a row.
Can I go? Is it my turn? Before we hit the 30-minute mark. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and what I think it's going to happen is Jey Uso is going to get jumped by the Timu Bloodline. Why? Because Jacob is going to go rogue and he's going to jump him. Why? Because of what he said to him. Because, Jacob always wants that smoke. So then once that happened, then what's probably going to happen is he's probably going to get his butt whooped backstage. And then he's going to come out whenever Solo and the Timu Bloodline is cutting a promo. He's going to fight everybody, and then he's going to get jumped again. And then somebody's going to come in for the save. And it's probably going to be Jimmy or Roman. Or both.
Paul Heyman. He shows up. I will help you, Jimmy Jey. Jey, whoever you are.
The wise man, Fox. I need the wise man to come back.
Rikishi shows up.
When will that happen?
Rikishi shows up and helps him. And then once he helps Jey's like, Dad, why'd you do that? I did it for The Rock. That's what I was going to say.
Bruh. But anyways, those are the predictions and happening with the Bloodline. We hope that you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, sign up for the memberships. Hey, just comment down at the bottom So yeah, deuces.
Peace.